What is up guys, my name is the Eagle Soars and welcome to a slightly new format of my channel. It's a bit strange, but I'm going to go into things very quickly. I'm now using Audacity to record my commentary, and this is the reason. After a lot of work with YouTube, YouTube support, that is, whether it exists or not, considering how crap it is, that's up to you to decide, but after a lot of messaging backwards and forwards, I finally got YouTube Analytics to work. And what that basically means is that I can see things like audience retention and all that kind of stuff. And I have to say, for the first time, my audience retention is absolutely awful. This is the reason why I haven't been uploading recently, is because I've really been trying to think about what to do. Because I don't know, the last kind of long commentary I made was the Medal of Honor one, the sort of length. In terms of length, when I post Battlefield 3 commentaries, they normally last at over 15 minutes. The last video I uploaded at that kind of length was my last Medal of Honor commentary, and past 6.5 minutes, not one of my 104 viewers on that video watched past 6.5 minutes. So basically, what that means is either I am a complete retard and I'm really not very entertaining, which I know is the actual reason, but I like to think it's not. And of course, the other reason why this could be the case is that my audio quality is really bad or something like that. So I'm recording a new software so I can actually remove the noise and things in the background, because on my normal commentaries you can hear my computer fans whirring in the background, which is annoying me as much as it probably annoys everyone else. So the audio quality should be much better, because I'm going to do a lot of work on it on every video that I make. What this does mean, however, is that I'm going to be uploading less frequently, but I don't really care, because I can't really upload very frequently anyway. The reason why I haven't been uploading recently is because I've been trying to I've basically been thinking in great depth about the stats that I've now got, that I now have access to, and basically what's come out of it is that everything I do is wrong and I need to change everything. So this is kind of the new format of my channel. This gameplay itself was originally 35 minutes long in total. It's a flipping epic defensive game on Striker Karkand. Yes, I'm posting B2K gameplay. It's not like this game came out 3 months ago or anything. Don't worry. But I'm finally posting something from this, so that, you should appreciate that. Other than that, there isn't a huge amount more to say about the gameplay. I mean, we start off the game absolutely annihilating the enemy team. The enemy team will rage quit, and then 2 enemy clans join the enemy team. And I was playing with CC. He keeps appearing in my videos. I play with him quite a lot nowadays. So don't know why, but I do. I have a lot of other squad members. If you do want to play with me, by the way, which I need to keep reiterating this because I am kind of fed up with addressing this issue in messages over and over again. If you want to play with me online, on PS3, I'm on PSN. My PSN is Eagle Soars. It's in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. Just look at it there. It's like Eagle Soars, but instead of a space in the middle, it's got an S. So add me. And on PC, my name on Battlelog is The British Eagle, all one word. The British Eagle, no spelling crap or anything like that. Like my Twitter, which will be in the description as always. What I really gotta say though is, if you want to play with me, this is how it works. You add me, okay? That's how it works. It's as simple as that. I am not gonna spend time wading through all the messages that I get with other people telling me to add them. I don't have time to wade through all those messages. I go to, frankly, a great school, and I really don't have the time to faff about going through messages. I have life, I have things to do. I'm not doing that. If you really actually want to play with me, add me. Don't ask me to add you, because I won't. It's as simple as that. I just won't. That's the policy I've adopted, because despite my low subscriber count, I still get something like 10 to 20 messages a week from different people asking me to add them and play on Battlefield, and I can't do that. I just don't have the time to type in all those names and stuff. So as you can see, I am cutting this gameplay down. As I said, it was originally 35 minutes. I'm going to make sure all of my videos are below 15 minutes from now on. I'm going to make them as short as I possibly can, make them more action-packed or some shit like that. Because basically no one's watching my videos. I really need to change that. Because the only reason why I and other small YouTubers like myself, the only reason why we still do YouTube despite the low viewer counts, is because we still like entertaining people. But frankly, if no one's watching your videos, you're not entertaining anyone. So this is the reason why I'm making the changes that I am making. The audio quality should be much better. My microphone picks up a lot of background noise. I mean, it's not entirely the microphone's fault, it's also my fault because my PC fans are relatively loud. They're not that loud, but they're still picked up, and that's what you can hear in the background normally. But yeah, I've cut it down to only key moments. There are about 6 or 7 kills of the overall gameplay that are not included, and you know, deaths that are cut out and things like that. I'm not trying to hide the final score or anything. I will show the final score at the end. I won't show the entire end sequence of the game anymore. I'm not going to do that either. I'm just going to show the final scoreboard, because I do think that showing the final scoreboard is something that you should do at the end of a game. If you're going to cut a gameplay down like this, I just think it's something you should do. As I kill someone with like 11 bullets left in my clip, but anyway, I do think you should show the end scoreboards. That's why I'm going to do that. But other than that, I'm not going to show the full end sequence like I used to, because it's just pointless, and it's a waste of my time as well as yours. In terms of commentating over all this. So those are basically the changes that are going to be happening very, very soon. There are several reasons for that beyond what I'm going to tell you, but yeah, I mean, really, it's just kind of like, this is the normally I get responses whenever I start talking about on Twitter, you know, do you want me to post shorter videos? Everyone goes, no, you're unique. I love your longer videos. They're 20 minutes long, etc., etc. It's great. You obviously don't like it. I mean, whatever people tell me on Twitter, I'm now just going to take as lies, because I've been reassured by at least 10, you know, I have 30 followers on Twitter compared to my 50 subs, and I posted a tweet not too long ago asking about video length. I got 10 responses, and 8 of those 10 said that they liked my longer videos, you know, something along the lines of it's unique and I like to have a lot of content at once, something like that. And frankly, it's all bullshit. You're just lying to me, because nobody watches my content for more than about 6 to 10 minutes. So I'm still overcutting it, but that's basically the reason behind all this. If you are interested, I thought I'd make that clear, because basically everything is going to be dramatically different to what I used to, and I really just I just want you to be informed of what's actually happening. As you can see, by the way, I do pick up the FAMAS. I've got to address the FAMAS again, because people keep yelling at me about the FAMAS. I really don't know why, but there's a clip coming up which will show you why I think the FAMAS is overpowered in some respects. But I think that the problem is, right, is that I think the gun in itself is balanced, but I think the damage model and things like that are unbalanced. Now, what I mean by that is that the power that the gun has is so dramatic, and the balancing factors that DICE implemented to this gun are also very dramatic, but there are some situations where those balancing factors don't really affect the gun in the way it should do, and that really kind of makes it overpowered some of the time. Not all of the time, some of the time. At long range, I'd much rather have, you know, pretty much any carbine over the FAMAS. I'd much rather have any other carbine. I'd much rather have the majority of the assault rifles, the M16 especially. I'd also much rather have the AEK or the F2000. I don't like the F2000 at long range. It's just that you know, a lot of people do use it and a lot of people pick it up, and whenever I use it on YouTube, I get complained at, and yet everyone else uses it. Not using it for me, it doesn't bother me at all, because I don't really like the FAMAS. I wouldn't really call it overpowered, because you know, it is so inaccurate. The reload time is incredibly long, and the recoil pattern for me is just really, really odd. So yeah, I mean, as you can see now, going back to the gameplay itself, the interesting thing is about the gameplay earlier, as he saw, is that I was kind of lurking around in the enemy spawn, and I was trying to pick up weapons, and it literally went, I went around and I picked up 5 classes, and they went FAMAS, USAS, back to the FAMAS, another, and a Dow 12 with frag rounds, and then a USAS with frags, and then I went and picked up the FAMAS again. So I know people complain about those weapons all the time, but it's quite clear that everyone uses them, and it's not something that people really should it's not something people have a right to complain about if they're going to use the weapons so much. I'm sorry, but it isn't. I'm showing this key moment, by the way, because I really wanted to talk about the defense in this game. As I said, we started the game really well. We were on 4, the enemy team had 4 tickets left to get the last objective on the first base, and then loads of clans joined, and we got completely screwed over by the clans. Really, really screwed over. I mean it. The FAMAS does save my ass here. I do switch to the FAMAS in the end because I do want the sheer power just for the defensive action, because it was difficult, this game, I'm not going to lie. It was freaking difficult. So towards the end, I just told CC, get in the tank and ram it into the building and just defend C. That was the priority. I know it's a bit queer, it's a bit campy, we are basically all lurking around this building, but CC ends up getting the ace, I get the MVP too. And yeah, we end up winning this game, which is kind of what I'm about. That's what I care most about when I play Battlefield. I know my people, when I'm online, I talk about KD a lot, but just because my KD happens to be really good. I also talk about score per minute a lot. But overall, I honestly think that going for the win is the most important thing. I don't think win-loss ratio is a particularly good stat. I don't believe in stats full stop. Because in my view, stats vary depending on what game type you play, and you can play game types that maximize your stats and it makes you sound like a complete god compared to like a conquest player or something like that, but stats don't mean anything in Battlefield. In Call of Duty, stats mean a little bit more, but again, they don't really mean that much. But I know that stats are important to some people, and that's just my opinion on what the important ones are. But generally, my general opinion is that stats don't mean anything. They really don't. I mean, I often boast about stats to people. If you've got stat differences of, say, someone's got like a 250 score per minute compared to your 500 score per minute, obviously you're the better player. I'm not trying to say that's I'm not trying to say something to that effect, but I am trying to say that stats don't mean that much. So yeah, in summary, that's basically what's happening to my channel. I'm hoping that the changes will kind of improve my current status, because really, when you're only in YouTube for the entertainment of other people and no one's watching your content, it's completely pointless being here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the Back to Karkand gameplay finally, and I hope you enjoyed some Battlefield 3, the return to Battlefield 3 of mine. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Take care. Goodbye.